Welcome friends, myself Ganesh from Perfect Learn Automation. So today's session we are discussing regarding polymorphism in Java. So before starting a polymorphism here, I am giving a example regarding a Java class. Suppose we have a Java class with us having name loading. So inside that I am creating a method. We know that how to create a method. Method syntax, access modifier, return type and method name. I am using data as a method name here. And again I need a method, another method. So I am creating another method here. Public void info method name. Okay. So suppose that you simply consider that we have a two method with us. First method name is data and second method name is a info. Suppose my purpose or my aim change that method to name as a method one name data. As per my project or as per my Java class requirement, I want a similar name method inside a single class. Inside a loading class, my requirement, I need a similar name method. So just I changed name of that method here. Right now we get error. Simply read that error. Duplicate method data in type loading. It means that duplicate or a method with similar name Java doesn't support. My purpose, the method name must be similar. But what does Java tell me? Java tell me that the similar name method is not permitted. I need to be change that method name. So regarding that, if my purpose to take a similar method name, I have a concept with me having name polymorphism. By using polymorphism, I can give a similar method name inside a single class or inside a different class also. So first question, what is a polymorphism? What is a polymorphism? Poly means many and morphism means forms. So it's simply defined as one name, many forms is called polymorphism. One name, many forms means that in case of Java, method name is same. Method name is same, but their forms is different. This one is called as the polymorphism. This one is called as the polymorphism. So here we have a number of real world example with us. First example is a water. So water is available and its name is same, that is a water is name. But it is available in a solid form, liquid form or a gaseous form. Okay. So we have another example with us. Shapes. It is available in triangle, circle and rectangle. Name is one. Name is shapes and available in circular form, triangle form and rectangular form as like water. So such kind of things is called as a polymorphism. Polymorphism. One name, many form. So what is the use of polymorphism in Java? Is a basic question. So without polymorphism, we can design a Java program or we can execute any Java program, no doubt. But if I need a similar type of name in method, if I need in a single class or in a different class, if I need method name or a constructor name is same, inside that I need to be follow polymorphism rules. Okay. So basic use of polymorphism is we can create methods constructor having same name but with different arguments. Form means arguments. No doubt we can create, but their arguments must be different in such way that we can create or we can achieve polymorphism in Java. Okay. So this polymorphism, what is the main benefit of polymorphism? So main benefit of polymorphism is only code readability. So there is a types of polymorphism. We have a two basic types of polymorphism. First type is a compile time polymorphism. That one is also called as a static binding or also called as a static polymorphism. So this compile time polymorphism or static polymorphism is achieved by a method overloading. Suppose in interview anyone asks a question like how to achieve a static polymorphism. Simply give answer. By method overloading we can achieve a static polymorphism, or by using a method overloading we can achieve a compile time polymorphism. So next type is a run type polymorphism. It is also called as a dynamic binding or dynamic polymorphism. So how to achieve that runtime polymorphism? That is achieved by method overriding. So in this session we are discussing regarding a compile time polymorphism. Next session we are discussing regarding a runtime polymorphism. Keep in mind. Okay. First type, compile time polymorphism. What is the rules for that? What is the key point of that? So just I am highlighting that point here. So this method overloading or compile time polymorphism or static binding or static polymorphism. So these are the first point. So method name is always similar. If I need a similar name for method, then I can go with a overloading, and that always takes place in a same class. Inside a same class, this overloading is always happens. If we have a two class with us, so that nothing belongs to overloading. Inside a single class, we can overload a method or we can overload a constructor. Keep in mind. Okay. So access modifier, a return type, and a variable name doesn't affect on overloading. Doesn't affect on overloading. Let's check practically. What is the first point? Method name is similar. So here already we are created one class, inside that two method with similar name. What is the second point? In a same class. Yes, we created that two method in a same class having class name loading. What is the third point? Access modifier, return type, and variable name doesn't affect on overloading. Let's check it. So we get error. Why error? Because duplicate method name is not permitted. Just change here access modifier. Here I am giving private as access modifier. So error remains here. Suppose here I am giving default as access modifier. No doubt there is no effect on that method. Okay. About a return type, instead of void I am using byte here as a return type, and here I am returning value for that byte 20 semicolon. So it doesn't affect. It means that return type and access modifier doesn't affect on that method. Keep in mind. So how to make it different? That is a very most IMP point. How to make a method different? No doubt method name is similar, but how to make it different? So we have a three different options with us. We can use any one in our Java class. First one, different number of arguments. Different number of arguments. Check practically. So here I created two method having similar name. What is the first point given? Different arguments. Different number of arguments. So right now this data method having 0 argument. Again the second method having name similar, that is a data having again 0 argument is available here. So what is the first point? Different number of arguments. Just I changing the arguments. Here I am providing int a. So you can observe that error is not available here. It means that works. So right now here the argument is 1 and here the argument is 0. It means that different number of arguments with same method name is permitted. Okay. Suppose here is another data type available. Suppose here is a string a comma int be available. Yes, it is also permitted. Why? The number of argument is here 2 and here number of argument is 1. Okay, it means that what is the first step? By using a different number of arguments, we can make a same name method. Yes, it is a runs. 2 argument, 1. Okay, it is a run. Okay, suppose that here is a one argument available. Again, here is a one argument available. So right now, here is a suppose. So what is that point? Access modifier, return type and variable name doesn't affect. So variable name, inside that variable name is A and here variable name is A. Again, just I changing that variable name B as variable name. You simply observe that error is still there. It means that the variable name, it may be A, B, C or any variable name that doesn't affect on that method. Keep in mind, or method overloading. Giving any variable name, data, it doesn't affect. It means that variable name, return type, access modifier. The overloading doesn't believe in that. We have to be passed a different parameter, different sequence, whatever that is. Okay. So right now here one argument, here is one argument. Make it different. Just I'm giving here as a 0. Here is one argument. That is also permitted. The second way with us, different sequence of arguments. If the first condition is not possible, we can go with a second condition. Different sequence of arguments. Right now, suppose here int A is available. Here again, suppose here string B available. Right now, here is a 2 arguments. Here again, I need a 2 argument as per my project requirement. Int A and string B. We know that A, B doesn't affect. We can take anything here. Here I am taking C. Okay. So right now here 2 arguments. Here is a 2 arguments. So what is the question? Different arguments by different sequence of arguments. So I just changing their sequence. Int string, here int string. I just changing their sequence. First here I am taking as a string, comma, here I am taking as a int. You observe that error is not available here. Okay, it means that it works. What is second point? Different sequence of argument. By changing their sequence, we can achieve method overloading. Int string, string int. Suppose we have a third method with us. So if that method having 2 argument, then that is not possible. Keep in mind, we can only, there is 2 argument, there is only 2 way available. Okay, reshuffling that we can possible. If not possible, directly give another name for that method. Okay, so third way with us, that is by different data type. Different data type. Simply suppose that here one argument available, int A, here again int B available. Here one argument, here is one argument. Okay. So sequence, we can change sequence, but what is there? It is a one argument is given, so that is not possible. Okay. So here simply change their data type. Here I am giving long as a data type. Yes, it is possible. You can observe that there is no error. It means that by changing their data type, we can also achieve a overloading. It is a different way with us. By changing that, we can also achieve a method overloading. Okay, that point is essential for different argument. We can go with any way. We can directly go with a different data type. No doubt, we can directly go with the first one also. But it may be present inside that method. Without that, we cannot create a method with similar name inside a single class. That is the main requirement of that. Okay, the next one here, before that I am taking one problem here. Suppose inside that class I am creating a method public void info method name syso info one method called. Okay, again I need a method here public void info syso info tool method called. So right now we get error as the method name is similar, hence duplicate is not permitted. So I just passing here a parameter. Suppose here I am passing int. If requirement of my program is that, then and then it is possible. If my program required there is no any argument, then I cannot overload that method. Keep in mind. Okay. So int a. So how to call that one? We know that we can call by creating a object for that class. I need a main method here. Class name is loading. Obj is equal to new loading. Obj dot, how to call first method? Info. What is the next method? Obj dot, how to call that method? Info int a. Insert that I need to pass a value for that int. The logic remains same. Okay, whatever the things that we learn up to the last session, that remains same. Only our purpose to create a method having similar name. Info, here is again info. Just click on a run button. We get output. Info 1 method called, info 2 method called. So such kind of things is called as overloading. So next point, constructor is overloaded. Same rule as like method overloading. Yes, we can overload a constructor. Let's check here. So it is a method. I am simply converting that method into a constructor. So what is the rule or what is syntax for constructor? There is no return type, and constructor name and class name is always similar. Loading here. Loading. Okay. So we know that how to call a constructor. So just create your object. Loading obj is equal to new loading. Okay. So by using that object, this unparameterized constructor get called, because no parameter, here is again no parameter. Okay. Then I need to be called a parameterized constructor. Loading obj1 is equal to new loading. Inside that pass parameter, that is a int a is given. I am passing value as 30 here. And click on a run button. We get output. Okay. It means that constructor is overloaded. Keep in mind that constructor is overloaded. Rule as like method. Okay. Here is a 0 parameter constructor. Here is a 1 parameter constructor. Okay. If here is a 1 parameter constructor available, int a, so simply change, or if there is possibility to change, just think on that and change that. Okay, we can achieve overloading also here. Keep in mind. The next point, inheritance permit method overloading. So here suppose we have a 2 class with us. Inheritance is always taking place between 2 classes or more than 2 classes. So consider another class. We have a class having name first. We have another class with us having name second. So here I am creating a method public void info. Here is a method available, name is info. Here I am giving statement as info method from class first. I am giving a class name here. Okay. And suppose in second there is again a method available having similar name. It is overloading. What is overloading? Method name is similar. Okay, from class second. Okay, this method info belongs to second class and that method belongs to a first class. So I just inherited that one, that is extends first. Okay, and I calling here by using a main method. How to call? Just create a object for the child class. Child class name is a second. Obj is equal to new second. So that info method belongs to his second class. But my requirement is to call info method available inside a first class. But you simply observe that the method name is similar with similar parameter. Here again, method name is similar with similar parameter. So when I called a info method, I just get a output for a that same class method. Okay. So logic is that when same method available, same method name available inside a parent class, that is first is a parent class. Okay, inside second class, same method name is available. So when we call that method, the child class method get called. Okay, so I need to call a method available inside a parent class, or that is inside a first class. Okay, what is overloading rule? Just change, just make it different. How to make? We have three options with us. That is a different number of argument, different sequence of argument, or a different data type. Just follow it. Inside that I am making a different one. That is in, or we can take any one. Boolean b. Okay, inside that I am calling that obj dot info. Here boolean I am passing a value for that one, that is true. Click on a run button, we get output as a both method here. Okay, first and second. So what is conclusion? Conclusion is that inheritance permits method overloading. We can give similar method name in parent class as well as in child class by considering the same rule given here. But what about a constructor? We know that constructor is not inherited. Hence, overloading is not possible for inherited constructor. It's simple logic. So here I am again explaining about that different argument. Okay, so first one, different number of arguments. So here I am consider one Java class here. Inside that I am creating method public void method name as giving here as login. Public, we know that access modifier doesn't affect on that. Return type again doesn't affect on that. Login. Okay, right now here 0 argument, here again 0 argument. Okay, so what is the first things? Different number of arguments. So I just changing their argument number. Here I am giving a argument as a int c. Right now here is a 1 argument, here is a 0 argument. Okay, control C and pasting inside that. So one is the example how to understand that one. Okay, so here I am giving that example here. Here is 0 argument, here is a 1 argument. No doubt here we can take 2 argument, here 1 argument. Okay, so then second with us, different sequence of arguments. different sequence of arguments. Suppose here is a one argument, instead of that suppose here is a two argument available, string C. There is again two argument available, int E comma string A. Right now here is a two argument, here is again two argument. What is our point? Different sequence of argument. Just reshuffle their sequence, comma int C. Okay, the error is not here, it means that it's permitted. We can also use such kind of things here, control C, and here control V. Example, then third one with us, different data type. Suppose in my program I need a such kind of things. Okay, two argument, here is two argument I need. I have a third way with us. Just simply try, if possible, change your data type. Instead of int, I can go with a long, long. So that is also permitted, if possible. Okay, so I cannot change string. Why? There is no alternative available for string. But for whole number of integer, I have a 4 data type with me, byte, short, int, long. If possible, I can take or I can select that one. Okay, that is the third one or third way available with us. So the key point that already I am given here as highlighted point, that very IMP point. Interviewer may ask question on that 6th topic or 6th point. Okay, thank you.